daddy is a state of mind, you know what I'm saying? I'm your daddy.
Let's go.
Get up on y'all. You gonna learn today.
Daddy, chill.
Call me daddy.
Take me out to dinner, baby. Take me out to dinner. Beans, rice, Jesus Christ, and Joe Byron. You got that stuck in my head now before the pod, dude. Oh, shit. We're back.
Let's go.
Hey, dude, the podcast ratings are going up, dude.
Yeah.
We're getting there, slowly but surely.
Climbing the ladder.
We're climbing Mount Everest. We're still at base camp, but we're climbing. Base camp is real fucking cold.
It's real cold down here.
But it's going to get colder. It's going to get harder. And we're going to keep climbing. By next year, I know, we will be the #1 podcast in the hobby. And I say that because I truly feel that between us and Josh as the producer and the guests that we're going to continually have on and bring in are going to separate us from other people. I think a lot of the other podcasts, and I listen to them, they're very particular on who they want to have on and who they want to give a platform to. I'll give a platform to anybody. I'll let them have their piece and their talk, and they can say whatever the fuck they want. And I'll let the audience be the judge. We'll bring on people that have different ideas or maybe different companies or different apps, as you know. Mm-hmm. We've talked to...
Behold.
Yes, Eugene. We're going to have another person on who has a totally different concept in the hobby, which I'm actually for. It's like a rewards type company.
Rewards program.
Yeah, rewards program. We're going to have them on in a couple weeks. And it's like, let them say, and if people like it, they like it. If they don't, they don't. But I know in my heart, and I know our work ethic and what we can put into this and who we can have on and the stuff that we could talk about, I know we're going to separate ourselves from everybody.
We could talk about everything. Yeah,
and I'm not going to conform and, I'm not going to say this or I'm not going to do that. No, I'm going to say how it is. And if you don't like it, then don't listen. If you want the cookie cutter bullshit fed to you, that woke culture bullshit, then I'm not for you. Go somewhere else. I'm a little heated today because of Bowman Chrome Sapphire. I can finally talk about it because it's out. But Bowman Chrome Sapphire came out, and it was like the online release only.
Blah.
And how the fuck I'm sitting here and I tell everyone I'm the Bowman King, okay? We rip the most Bowman. Now, not necessarily drop to drop, but over the course of time, we will rip the most Bowman. The guys who sit there and rip Bowman Chrome Hobby, they're not ripping it anymore. Guess what? It's on my fucking table still, 2023. Those guys are gone. They're like, we made our money. We're on to the next fucking drop. In 2 years, we'll be ripping 2023 Bowman Chrome Hobby. We'll be ripping 2023 Bowman Draft. We'll be ripping the old stuff. We always bring it back. We always circle back. Especially if the class is great. We'll keep bringing it back. Not 2021, though. That class stinks.
That's shit.
But it pisses me off that as somebody who sits here and promotes and pushes Tops and Fanatics and Bowman and fucking does all the videos and I'm like the hype man. And I can't get a fucking case of Bowman Chrome Sapphire? What the fuck are we doing? I would have paid $50 more per box than any other fucker out there that you guys want to give the cases to. And you would have made more money, yet I'm not over there sucking your asshole. I'm not diddling your fucking asshole for fucking cases. It's bullshit. And it needs to be fixed or you're going to fuck up for everybody else. The fucking future ain't going to be looking very bright if you keep going down this path of every single drop, the rules change. Now we have Bowman Draft coming out. I hope you don't fuck this one up.
For real, though.
We got HTA for the first time. I hope it goes well. I hope you sucked out the fucking hits from Super Jumbos and put them in HTA. I hope.
Does Super Jumbo still exist?
Super Jumbos still exist, unfortunately.
Still live.
God damn, those are rough to
Jesus,
rip, man.
those are rough.
Because you know what? You're going to get 2 numbered autos and 3 base.
Yep.
It's like, why rip it?
No.
Why rip it when you're going to get 2 numbered autos in Jumbo? I don't fucking get it.
Unless they like guaranteed like one red auto per case or something like that, then it's not worth it.
And they can't guarantee
And they
that.
can't guarantee
no.
that, no.
They can't guarantee,
Crazy.
you know, they can't even guarantee autos in some of these fucking boxes now, you know?
T2 101s in one product. Or can.
I don't know.
I don't know, man.
It just gets me fucking going because it's like you're tailoring to people who aren't even like the champions of a certain product.
Yeah.
It's I don't know. What do you think, Teddy?
We'll see what happens.
It stinks.
Hey, I don't know. We don't rip any Panini or anything else. You
I
know,
mean,
we
it's a
rip
fact,
tops. Mostly a lot of Bowman. We do have a lot of logo fuckers right now.
I got called by
know?
somebody 2 days ago. I won't disclose his name, okay? And this is somebody who's pretty close with what's going on. And he said, why do they not have you and Sleevey at Fanatics headquarters once a month, giving them ideas, telling them yay or nay, or hey, what do you think about this design? Like, it doesn't make any sense. They should be bringing in all these people in the hobby. They should be bringing in people that go, hey, how much definitive does this guy rip? Oh, this guy ripped 100 cases last year. Fucking bring him in.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy ripped Topps Cosmic. He ordered the most Cosmic last year and sold the fuck out of it. Hey, let's bring this guy in. Maybe he has some ideas.
I mean, it's about taking care of the people that take care of you. You know what I mean? Like, it's at a certain point, like, are they just expecting you to sit around and always be there with y'all? Or until, are you going to keep treating us badly and then, we move on to bigger,
Well, it also
better
makes me
things,
want to just go, you know what? That product's coming out. Fuck that product. I ain't buying it.
Screw it,
You know what? Give that to somebody else.
Yeah,
So,
I don't want it.
In other news,
We do got a guest today.
we
though.
do have a guest.
This is gonna be
We
a
do
good
have a
one.
guest. Let's bring our guest in. This guy, his name is on his Instagram is Web Sports Cards. He's been a supporter of ours for quite some time, in and out. He's always in the lives. We see him at shows. Teddy's built a better relationship with him over the last like 4 or 5 months.
Yeah, I'd say.
been
Yeah,
a little bit
at the
closer.
national and
Yeah, you guys aren't giving each other HJs yet, but it might come.
TPHs maybe.
Yeah, a little
soon.
T-
Who
little
knows? We'll ask
TP.
him. We'll ask him.
Who
knows?
OTPA. Oh, what is it?
OTPHJ.
OTPHJ, over the pants, baby.
Over the pants.
Can't get
Hey,
that zipper down yet.
It doesn't
We're
count if
working
it's
on
over
it.
the pants. Webb, what's up?
What's going on, Webb?
What up, guys? Thanks for having me.
Oh,
problem.
dude, thanks for coming on, man. We want to have more guests, and you know what? It was a last minute thing. I texted you 2 days ago. I said, hey, you want to fucking come on the pod? You're like, sure, why not? I was like, all right, let's do it. Why don't you give a little breakdown of how you operate within the hobby, and what where we can find you and how things are going.
So what I do is strictly a singles business. You'll see me buying stuff online, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, direct contact, what have you. And I also travel to a lot of shows, whether it's around the country or the New England area where I'm from.
Talk about that, because you're doing more traveling than most, right?
Yeah, so the one show that I haven't gotten to yet that I really want to is Dallas sometime.
Yeah, you fucking loser. How come you haven't gone to Dallas yet, dude? You come hang out
hey,
with
you
us?
could be
I'm
sitting
living
right
under a
there.
fucking rock, dude.
Dude, hey, listen, I could fucking you could stay at my pad too, like for free. You got no
free
look.
hotel room right
Hey,
there.
that's an extra card you could buy right
Hey,
there.
celeb rips, dude.
Yeah.
Right there.
Celeb rips.
Okay.
Are you
So, I went to
come
National
go ahead.
and I went to CSA, and I do a fuck ton of shows just around the New England area.
Are they pretty prevalent out there?
Yeah, so they do a couple big shows every few months. Like I think it was 2 weekends ago, actually, there was 3 shows in an hour radius, which I really didn't agree with because that's 500 tables that just
It's
are
diluted.
split up into 3. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'd rather them just have it be one big ass show or just spread out the weekends.
Just
so
plan
they don't
better.
have to compete with each other.
Oh, for sure.
It's frustrating because I see all these shows and then you see them on Instagram and on the stories, and it's getting way out of hand.
Yeah.
And I think if less is more, I think right now, especially now in the current market, right? Less shows, it would be more. If Dallas consolidated their shows down to 3 a year, max 4, what is it, 6 right now?
Yeah.
If they consolidated down to like 3 or 4, I think there would be more enthusiasm going to the shows.
It's not
It would
just
make it
another
more
show.
special. Yeah.
It would make it more special. And that's what I wanted to talk to you about. Like, what have you seen? Let's just go from like 2021 to 2022 to now. What have you kind of seen the path of these shows and the atmosphere or mood or vibes, or what's like the biggest takeaway on these shows now?
So I didn't really start getting into shows seriously until about last year, which was 22.
Okay.
And I felt like more stuff was moving then, especially the high dollar stuff. And there was just more crowds in general.
Yeah, like
But this year
it's bad, right? You could say it.
yeah, I mean, nobody's adjusting their prices, or it's really hard to find people that actually do adjust.
Yeah, and those they're so stuck, right? They're like, I'm not budging. And I wanna be a dick when I'm at these shows and be like, bro, nobody's ever buying that, nobody's ever paying that price, and it ain't ever getting back to that price. And so I want to be that way, but then you know what? I just go, all right, man, your price is your price, and we walk away. I mean, we see it. You do it on singles. We see it on wax.
Yeah.
These guys who have gotten deep into wax, and they think like, oh, we're gonna get back to the 2021 prices. It ain't gonna get there.
Nope.
Like I've seen fucking Christian Hernandez base autos for $250. I'm like, these are $30 at best now. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Fuck $30. Fuck, I would think it was cheaper.
Oh, shit. Yeah, Yasser Mercedes right up
Oh
there,
my
too.
gosh. So when you're big into the singles, I know I see it all the time. I see it every day. I mean, you're very, very active. Is this something? Is this what you're doing full time, or is this something that you're on the side? It's a side grind.
It's a side grind for me as a full-time student, so I kind of have to
How old are you?
do a work balance. I'm 19 years old.
What the fuck?
20. I said
Holy
20.
shit! Yeah.
I said
Oh
20.
my god, dude, listen.
Good for you.
People listening and watching, this is something that you guys can do.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a big proponent of no college, by the way. You're going to college, I think it's a waste of money. Okay? Because right now what you're doing, and I'm being serious, what you're doing and the things that you're learning in this space, the marketing aspect and personal relationships and communication and learning the market and trends, you're getting more out of this than you'll ever get in college. The personal experiences that you'll learn through this, they can't teach that in college. There's not a book for that. There's not a lesson. There's not a test for any of that. So when this is the type of things that you can, as a 19-year-old kid, and I say kid because fuck, man, like you could be, I mean, I'm 36. Like I could have fucking popped out a kid at 17, you know? So you could be my son as a 19-year-old kid. Like that is something that should be taken away from this interview and this podcast, is that it can be done. And I think watching you, especially watching your page and how you kind of handle things and go about the shows and stuff, like people should really go to your page and take some fucking notes from how you handle yourself and deal with it, because at 19 you don't act 19, you don't handle yourself or hold yourself like a 19-year-old. Like when I was 19, I was dumb as shit.
Same.
You know, I was dumb. I was washing, I was washing cars for a living, making $200 a week, and being stoked about that $200. Absolutely floored. So I think it's awesome what you're doing. What's your, like, when you go to a show, is there something in mind? Like, do you already have, like, this is the kind of card I'm looking for, this is the kind of player? Because obviously shows correlates the timing, right? What kind of time frame you're going to?
So I'd say when I go into a show, I'm looking for Bowman particularly, because that's 90% of what I do. And then the other 10%'s like Topps Chrome rookie autos and like unique baseball shit, like Dynasty 1-of-1s, Superfractors.
All baseball.
All that good stuff. Strictly baseball, yeah.
All baseball. Okay.
Did you ever like dabble with football or basketball, or just not your thing?
I did, like, way back when I wasn't seriously into it, as I'd say.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just found my niche of baseball.
The baseball, the Chromie community is very strong.
Yeah.
And it's really active, right? Like today, I'm sure, I haven't looked, I've seen the posts, but I'm sure Jackson Churio cards are going bananas. If I had to guess, you know, if you have a good Jackson Churio card, I'm sure that it might be easy to move, or you might be getting a little bit more than what you would have a couple days ago, correct?
So I actually checked eBay right before I hopped on the pod when I was just kind of an idle. And I haven't seen any sales recently, but I'd expect them to go up.
Yeah.
I did see like the Sapphire First. I mean, obviously I'm looking for one. So like the Bowman Sapphire First, not much have sold more for, but all of them are getting taken off. Like there's one for like 130, 150.
Yeah.
Those are getting taken off. The 199er best offer got taken today. So they're starting to get more active, but you're not seeing that big crash.
His Sapphire is really underrated too.
It is
and I'm
very
sure
underrated.
because he has no autos in that.
Yeah.
No.
So
Yeah.
that is like a very low key in my mind. Like that's, if you can get like an orange or a red base of the him, like that's a good buy in my opinion.
Great buy, yeah.
He's got no autos. So those are like, that's his card, you know?
Yeah.
So what is your, I don't want to, can I call you a flipper? I hate that word. Like, are you a flipper?
Yeah, I don't like that word too, but reselling singles, yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to say something and let me know if you agree with this. In the current space that we have, I think every single aspect of the hobby, everybody is very vital to the strength and like the pulse of the hobby, right? You need flippers. You need LCSs. You need breakers. You need, like, all these people kind of encompass the hobby. And when one of those kind of goes sideways is when we start seeing the attacks on the breakers or the attacks on the LCSs or the attacks on the flipping community. Because I've had my quarries with the flippers, and not necessarily on the single side. I've had my quarries on the wax side, where I'm trying to get through to Panini and Topps saying, you're doing it wrong by allowing wax flippers in the space, allowing them to buy and flip, and they're not really in the hobby, right? Like a guy like you're flipping cards, but you're actively in the hobby, right? You're putting it back into the hobby. The flipping on the wax side, those guys, they're not going to shows. They're not putting that money back into the tables, but someone like you are. So I feel like someone like the flipping side that you do, I think is needed. You need people like you because as we've seen it at shows, and I'm sure you have seen it, currently it's these fucking repack companies coming in and they're buying up all the cards and they're buying at 80, 85% and they're putting them in the repacks at 120%. And a lot of these tables, and let me know what your feelings are on this because I really want to know how you feel about this. But a lot of these tables are being swallowed up by Hit Parade, Backyard, fucking USB, all these fucking repack companies now are being swallowed up, and the normal everyday collectors are dwindling away out of the shows. They're not being active anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen any new collectors really come into the space at shows that I've attended to. I feel like anyone that's buying it's going to be on the secondary market.
Yeah. Anything, Teddy? You have any questions? I last couple interviews I've kind of fucked you. I just kind of talked the whole time, so I don't want to fuck you this time. Even though I think you would like it, but
Absolutely not. Well, I was just saying, like, I was gonna ask you about like new people. So like you kind of mentioned, like you just see like probably the same people over and over again, and I'm sure a lot of those people are people that are buying for either to sell to repackers or stuff like that. But I think that's that's a big thing. Is I went to the Dallas Card Show and I didn't see anybody that I haven't seen before. Whether it was a National, the Burbank, it was kind of like a washed up show at that point, and it sucks to see. But I do have a question for you. What's the biggest card you own or flip? Something kind of off grid.
yeah, I like that.
I know you have a big wood collection over there.
Yeah, big wood. You got
Big
wood
wood.
behind you too.
Oh yeah, he does.
So the biggest flip, I'd say,
Yeah.
a little bit over a year, I bought 3 big orange cards.
Yeah, you don't have
Which
to say the
was
player or
Jordan
anything,
Lawler.
but you can. Oh, okay, Jordan Lawler. All right.
Jordan
Oh, yeah.
Lawler.
All right.
Jordan
yeah.
Lawler, Marcelo, James Wood,
Oh my God.
all true oranges. And I sent those in for grading
Oh,
because
you bought them raw.
I normally don't grade stuff, but for those, it's like almost too good to be true if they're not in slabs. And people are like, oh, it's going to be a 7 if it's not slabbed.
Yep.
And the James Wood orange ended up getting a 10.
Oh my God.
And that was $9K in my pocket, man.
You
Oh,
After
man.
That was that like your boost to keep going forward, or was that like your little like push over the bridge?
Oh, it's
where
gotta
was
be,
like,
right?
You know what? Now I really made out. I've learned it. Now I just got to keep learning and growing. Was that like your hump over, where you're like, I really want to keep and continue to do this? Because I know you started like really getting serious last year.
I'd say it definitely gave me motivation and
Yeah.
stuff like that to pursue.
Yeah, I mean, shit. 9K.
That's big,
it's-
yeah.
It's huge.
9K,
It's kind of
that's
like you.
huge.
I mean, look how you.
I know. Like I started with the J-Don True Gold.
Oh, yeah.
3 days after the drop, we pulled that, and then I started Daddy Rips
with that card.
with that card,
Crazy,
with
yeah.
that money. So it's pretty crazy. What's your current state of the hobby and trajectory? Where do you see like what did I say? Give me one word on the current state of the hobby, and then what do you see the trajectory in 3 months, 6 months, 9 months? Fuck, it has to be 5 years. Like what do you see?
One word, right now, I think it's good, but you have to be able to adjust.
Yeah.
And it's good if you're not into stuff at like 2021 prices and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, because I remember having the conversation with you, and you were saying something like, this, it's everything's gone down, but there's still the margins there. There's still percentages there.
Yeah.
It's just the $500 card now is a $250 card, and now you're trying to buy that $250 card for $170 to flip it for $220 or whatever it might be. But they're still there. You're probably going to have to move more cards now, right? Like in a sense.
Yeah, so I think the one thing that separates people from being good is you have to be able to adjust. Like you have to be able to still perform even in a down market.
Yeah.
It's not like 2020 or 2021 where everything you touch just fucking goes up.
Yeah.
So do you take losses? Like, I mean, you get cards, right? And if you don't move them in the week span or 2 weeks, however you normally move them, do you cut losses sometimes and say, you know what, I might lose here, but I could use that money and go grab something else?
Absolutely. It's all about keeping it liquid.
Yeah.
100%. Same way with wax.
And as some people know, you'll see a card I post. If it doesn't sell, just keep lowering it.
Yeah.
Like I'll keep lowering something till 0 until it sells, to be honest with you.
Have you thought about growing? Like finding another person like that has a drive like you? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, our youth is so fucked. I mean, it really is. It really is. And they're so hard to find people that are willing to work and grind and go through the trenches to make those like. I mean, I imagine right now, and I don't know what you make. I don't know how much you're making on each card, but I imagine like, hey, instead of me moving 2 cards, making a couple, maybe $1,000, now I got to move like 10 cards to make that. But I'm willing to go through the process to do that, and obviously you've learned yourself that I have to adjust. And a lot of people in this hobby, they're not willing to adjust, and they're not willing to go. Times are tough. We got to figure out. We got to pivot. They don't know how to pivot. You've probably seen a lot of big guys in the hobby fucking gone because they like breaker side. They weren't breakers. They ripped personals for everybody. Back in COVID days, they were just sitting there opening boxes for personals. They weren't real breakers. They weren't real like, hey, how can we fucking make this work? Pick your player, pick your team. They didn't want to do that. It was too much
Pick
work.
your city.
Yeah, pick your city. Pick your city.
I like that,
Pick
dude.
your
Fucking
Yeah,
Prism.
dude. That's
Sell
so.
your Prism to Web. Fuck it. Corner of the market.
Pick your city.
Chronicles.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I like that. You know?
Fucking pick your dead guy.
God.
So.
Or dig up your dead guy.
Yeah, dig them up, baby, dig them up. So I'm wondering if there's a possibility for you to grow and like actually make this a business.
I mean, right now I kind of like the individual aspect of it.
Is that just because you only trust yourself right now? It's hard to trust other people.
Correct. Like I feel like I have a lot of knowledge about just the market in general. I know what I can move something for.
Okay, so are you actively, like, you said you're in school, right? I imagine
Yeah.
I could see you're sitting down, you're in fucking economics bullshit 304. Professor Dickface is just yapping his fucking mouth about
Dickface.
Professor Dickface. I have a question. Now, when I'm flipping cards, this guy counters. no, but like I imagine you're sitting there and you're constantly just reading into players. Like, are you? MIL, like, what is it? The minor league, what's it? MILB.com. Are you constantly actively looking at stats and projections and what, like, the Braves just came out and said this player, could possibly be in Double-A. Are you constantly doing that?
Honestly, it's just prices, like comps, market, all that sort of stuff.
Like 130 point, you're always using 130 point. Are you using alt? You're using all these other apps.
130 is my go-to personally.
Yeah.
130 for life.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's good. No, I'm glad to hear it because I just want to know. I've never been on that side, right? I tried doing the cards. We tried doing it. It's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work.
I forked out $2,200 on a Justin Herbert Prism Silver Auto PSA 10 to barely. I got $150. I mean, I sold it for $23.50, and I had to fucking beg the guy to take it from me. Like, take this fucking card. I want it off my fucking hands. Remember that?
Yeah.
I was like, come on, dude, please buy this card. It's a lot of work, and I wanted to have you on because I think that you're somebody that people want to hear from in the card aspect. And I know you don't. We talked before. I know you don't want to kind of give away your tips and your secrets, which is fine. You shouldn't. You shouldn't. Yeah. You should have the leg up because you've done the research and you've done all the behind the scenes bullshit that I think a lot of people don't want to do. There's a lot of people out there that they just think that they can go buy a card for 50 and sell it for 70 and not have to fucking any repercussions on what the fuck they're buying.
Yeah,
okay,
it's just like automatically gonna be that comeback, Like,
and it's not.
crazy. It's never.
And can I ask you something real quick?
Absolutely.
Because this is something that I've always told these guys. I've told him. I've told Jace. I've told Matt. I said it's the 3 Ps, and we're not talking about Jeff Wilson's PPP loans. Okay, it's the 3 Ps. It's player, product, price, and if you cannot buy anything unless all three of those align, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
So if you go out and go, oh, I found a Trevor Lawrence rookie auto. Okay, you got the player. Okay, the price is only $250. Okay, we got the price, but the product's illusions.
Or Flux.
No way, Jose. You can't fucking do it, because that card's gonna. So it's you have to align all three. And I've always told these guys, like, if you see a card, oh look at that card, so great. It's like, yeah, it's fucking Dynasty, but it's Whit Merrifield 1 of 1. No one gives a fuck about Whit Merrifield. It's a cool 1 of 1.
It's a dust collector.
You got the price, you got the product, but the player stinks. So
Yeah, $150 card out of a $1,200 box.
fucking asinine, dude. and his 1s to 5 probably sell for $40. It's crazy. So I just wanted to get the reassurance from you, because I feel like you're more into it. I feel like those 3 P's are like the most that you want to look for.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that. Like the player for me, the top 100 prospect, product, first Bowman Chrome Auto, particularly True Color, and price, I'll try to target about 80%.
What is the color non-true? What's the next non-true color that you prefer? Like it out of all the fucking shimmers, the waves, the ray waves, the fucking blue mountains, the green blue lunar, blue mountains,
Lunar.
blue mountain.
Mountains are blue.
The mountains are blue. Our next
green.
sponsor is Coors Light. So what's that next parallel that you go, all right, if I can't get the fucking red, orange, gold, what's the next one?
I like Atomic.
Fuck
personally.
yeah!
Yeah, you just wanted
Fuck
to
yeah,
fucking hear that.
dude!
You just wanted to hear that.
Yes!
Atomic's great. Yeah.
I think Atomic
Say
is
if
the
a player-
most underrated fucking parallel of all Bowman.
It sticks out, you know.
And the blacks. We love the blacks, okay? The true black refractors are so great, okay? Go ahead. Sorry.
Those are really nice too.
Oh yeah.
I wish they had,
For example.
as a Bowman head yourself, I wish they had the black refractors in every product. Get rid of the yellows. I
Yellow
think the
stinks.
yellows fucking
Yellows
stink. They have the black refractor and would be so amazing across all platforms. They need to keep it all synced.
Yeah.
Everything needs to be synced. If you're going to have True Blues, keep True Blues throughout. Don't give us the fucking Blue Mojos. Don't give us the fucking Blue Waves. Don't give us the Blooners. Just give us True Blues. That's all that fucking matters.
You don't want the green grass?
No.
And then we're numbering refractor
No, because
autos.
why not just rip a retail box and get a green shimmer?
Yeah.
No, what are we fucking
Or
doing?
True Green. You can
Yeah,
get
True
Greens.
Green.
You can get
It's
True
like, what are we
Greens in
doing,
retail.
man? You're fucking bending us over.
Yeah, and then you have refractor autos that are numbered in Bowman Draft, and they're not numbered
Yeah.
in fucking Bowman.
Yeah, come on.
Come on.
So what are we doing? What do you think, Webb? What's your real name, by the
reason
way?
Tyler.
Tyler.
All right,
I knew that, right? I think I
saw the
knew that.
email. Come on.
Yeah. I
The
mean,
reason I like Atomic so much is because, for example, some players don't have a True Blue, Jackson Churio,
Yep.
and not everybody can afford a True Gold or a True Orange. So Atomic's like the next best thing.
listen, Jackson Churio is missing 500 autos from that set. By the way, if you do the math, he doesn't have blues. He doesn't have those fucking orange or gold mini diamond. Like he's only the fucking regular
He's
colors
SP.
because he was supposed to be in regular Bowman and they couldn't get him to sign in time, so they pushed him to chrome.
Yep.
So those True Blues are somewhere. I bet he signed them.
Yeah.
But they just left them out because they couldn't put a True Blue product, which I think is dumb. You know what? If a guy gets pushed to a product and he signed the cards, just put him in. Just put him in anyways. Who cares?
It'd be a big chase, that's for damn
That's a
sure.
huge chase. People don't understand. It's harder to hit Jackson Churio than it is Drew Jones, and they made twice as much Drew Jones year. It's just because Jackson Churio is so hard. It's so SP. And I think that's going to help his market, especially if he pops off.
Well, I mean, his base auto does what, $500-600? I think.
$500, $550 last time I
550?
checked. Yeah.
His base auto,
Yeah.
they're doing about 3 to 325 raw.
Yes.
But
Raw,
for
yeah.
10s, it's like
Oh, yeah. I think you were
six,
saying
six,
tens,
six.
right?
Tens,
Yeah,
like
tens.
right.
All right. Be specific, Teddy.
All right, dude.
All right?
Be specific.
Yeah.
Hey, Teddy,
Be
Teddy, I was with you.
specific. Yeah. And the last thing I want to talk about, as you're flipping and doing stuff, when you're talking about raws to graded, are you? I see a lot of raw stuff on your stories. So are you out there, like, because of that James Wood? Are you out there going, hey, I want to fucking come up again. Let me try to find a red that's not graded of a player that could possibly come up, and maybe I'll grade it and get a 10. Or are you looking for that now because of that one aspect or example?
I'm actively looking for a lot of big cards,
Yeah.
but sometimes it's hard to find them just because they're so scarce.
But I'm saying, like, on
And
the raw
I
side.
normally don't grade stuff.
Okay. All right. Now, when you do grade, who do you grade with? Do you grade yourself?
I send a bunch of shit to Santos.
Yeah, Santos is the dog. We love Santos. I'm so glad you said that.
But it's very rare because I don't pick through my raw stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of people grade my raw shit, and that's why they buy it.
Yeah, that's
I
good.
see them
And that
go like
and
5 for 5 on PSA 10s, and I'm like, fuck yeah, man.
and that is reputation. That is
And
reputation.
that's important because that person's gonna buy again for me.
Yeah. We did a repack one time, and I told all the guys, I said, the raw cards in here are probably not going to grade well. And one of the guys graded 3 of the cards he got, and they all 10'd. And he was like, mocked me. He's like, oh, you fucking, they're not going to grade well. I got 10s. I was like, suck my dick, dude. At least I say it.
Just be
At least-
happy, you know?
No, but at least we came out and said, hey, these cards are not going to grade well. Like, they're raw for a reason.
Should have told him to pay the ceiling.
Yeah, seriously. So, well, Tyler, Web Sports Cards, give everybody like your details, you know, where to find you. What's the next show you're going to go to, all that jazz, fucking give it to us.
So my Instagram is @web_sportscards_official. I run a Bowman Facebook group. It's,
What's that called?
The one with about 9.8K members. Bowman, buy, sell, trade, talk, rip,
Nice.
something along those lines.
Yeah.
The next big show, that's still undecided, but if you're in the New England area, I usually try to hit up all those shows around there.
You have anything else for Web?
No, I think it's,
What kind of money you coming into a show? Last question. Sorry, I say last question, but what kind of money? Like, when you walk into a show, if you think it's gonna be popping, you bring in 10K?
It depends on the show. I bought about 20 to National and a little bit less to Chantilly, but for a local show, I'll probably try to bring about 4 or 5 G's with me.
Nice. That's good. That's good. That's a case for us.
Beforehand. I see if they're gonna be there.
Yeah.
The dealers that I usually buy Bowman from.
Yeah, of
pre-bought
course.
shit, That's smart.
That's good stuff. Well, listen, dude, Tyler, I appreciate you coming on. I think it was pretty informative. You didn't have to give away any fucking secrets. You didn't have to.
Hey, can we post our next break in your Facebook group? Come on, help us
Yeah,
out.
I'll plug that break. I'll plug the group in here.
Yeah, come on,
Yeah,
dude.
I'll wear a shirt. Make me some Facebook group shirts, and we'll wear them.
He
And
said
then
make
they,
him a shirt, not make him court,
Yeah.
baby.
yeah, if you guys have a breaker in there, we'll be the official breaker for Webb's fucking Facebook group. You know. I'm not kidding. Answer that question.
We don't have any breakers in the group.
Oh, all right.
I kind of like it that way just because it's a singles group. Like
Yeah.
a lot of people transact singles and just talk about Bowman. It's not like that
Yeah, of
quote
course.
unquote gambling aspect.
Are you
No, I
at,
get-
are you in your dorm right now?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Is it finals week, right? Or finals coming up in
Next week.
next week? What classes are you taking? Fuck the sports cards. We'll get into other shit now.
All right, so I take a marketing class, I take a business management class, and I take a history class, which is just gen ed requirement.
What is that? Like American history, or just general history?
Global history.
Global history?
Global history.
What do they just talk about COVID all day? I'm just kidding.
World War One. Anything from like 1500 to World War One.
They're telling you which statue you should fucking bring down the next statue, right? This guy rode a horse into a war. Bring his statue down.
Shit.
All right. Well, yeah, you don't have to answer that. I don't want to get you in trouble with your fucking Professor Dickhead or Dickface. All right,
Thank
Tyler.
you. I appreciate it.
Appreciate you coming
Good talking
on.
to you.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, we'll
Hey,
have you on again.
Dallas is in what, January?
Yeah. Why don't you come to
Hey,
Dallas
stay a
show
while.
and we'll fucking we'll do you live. We'll have you live.
Whoa.
All right, Wanderers. Sit me down there.
Yeah,
chicks.
baby.
Explicit label is
Calm
on.
down now.
Yeah, settle down, guys. He's 19, all right?
He's 19.
Worst case, I'll definitely be at National next year. So
Where is
we'll
it?
reconvene
Ohio?
then.
Ohio.
Oh,
Have you
my
been to
God.
Burbank?
Cleveland.
Have you been to Burbank?
I haven't been to Burbank, but that's another one I
Go
gotta
to the
get myself
Burbank
down
show in
to.
February, Ontario, right?
Yeah, Rob's showing up to that.
Yeah, Rob showed up. Yeah, go to the Burbank show. There, hey, the last one was
Such a long ass trip.
it's so
But it's
good
probably
though,
worth
man.
it.
It was really good.
Yeah, it was nice.
It was really good. The Card Father did it up.
Yeah.
So, all right, Tyler,
I
this
live
will
on
be.
the whole other side of the country, man.
Yeah.
Hey, listen. You flipped that James Wood for 9K. All right, get yourself on a plane.
I'll
All
see
right.
what I can do.
All right,
Sounds good.
I appreciate you coming on.
Appreciate you, man.
We'll talk later.
Appreciate it, guys. Peace.
Peace.
Yeah, later. That was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Different aspect, dude.
Way different aspect.
I know.
But he has like the same things that he's going through is the same things that we're going through
Just
on the
different.
wax side, where he's like, hey, the margins just aren't there anymore. So now I have to adjust, and like we have.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, we're not going to be making $70 a box now. We got to make 40. Now you got to sit in the chair for 12 hours and move more boxes.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
You know.
It's all part of the grind, you know?
That's right.
what you
Look at
sign
that.
up for.
Look at that. Hey. At some point, we're getting Zen as a. We're gonna get Zen as a sponsor. I'm calling it right now.
100%.
Because Freezer Tarps fucking DM'd me back.
Oh, he did?
Remember? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Because I tagged him because we had Freezer Tarps logo on our Fanatics Live.
Hell yeah.
And so look at you guys wearing fucking Upper Deckies hat.
Yeah, upper deck.
Come on.
Hey,
Come
that's
on,
great
Zen.
hat.
Let's get this fucking rolling, all right?
let's
Hey,
get it rolling.
we get a sponsorship, I'll throw in some Zins.
Yeah. That isn't in.
Oh, dude. I'll be zapped up like a motherfucker, man.
Or we just get freezer tarps on here, you know?
Yeah.
Get CEO Chetty on here, dude.
Yeah, Chetty Bob.
Yeah.
Today.
All right. Well, everyone out there, that was Web Sports Cards. Appreciate him coming on. I think it was good. It was informative, different aspect, like Teddy said. Appreciate everybody listening to the pod. I appreciate everyone watching the pod. Please share, like, comment. Even if you didn't like it, comment you fucking stink. Comment your face looks like ass. I know. I have bad rosacea. Lick my balls. Yeah, help us out, guys. We're trying to grow the pod. We're trying to get more sponsors. We're trying to get more people on the pod. We're trying to actively seek out the best people in the hobby, who to have on, what's the pulse of the hobby, kind of everything, right, Teddy?
Yeah, if you want to get on the fucking pod, hit us a DM.
Just
Let's
send
get
us a
you on the
DM.
pod.
We'll get you on.
We'll figure it out.
We'll
Hey,
get
worst
you
thing
on
we can
next
say is
day.
no, you know?
Yeah.
Fuck
Yeah,
it.
we'll put you on UPS the next day air.
Yeah,
all right?
next
Come
day
on,
air.
Next day air.
Please go down all platforms, guys. Pod is available. Love everybody. Fucking let's get it. Holiday season start tomorrow, December 1st. Teddy, anything?
Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.
Merry Chrysler.
Merry Chrysler.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, hey, whoa. We got draft coming out.
We got draft.
Hey, we
Oh,
actually,
tease 'em,
we're
tease
going to
'em,
have
tease 'em.
Panini on the floor.
We will have Panini on the table, all right?
Not baseball either.
Not
Fuck
baseball.
that shit. Shit
Not
stinks.
that, yeah.
Shit stinks.
Bowman draft comes out in
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Exactly 2 weeks. 13
weeks.
days.
Yep.
We'll have Bowman draft. They have HTA now. If you guys don't know, that should be fucking great. We'll be running breaks on Instagram, on Fanatics, probably dual live in it, having a good time. This guy has something very special in store for you guys
yes,
for
I
Bowman
do.
draft. This is going to be fucking hilarious. I didn't even come up with this idea, which
Sleevy
makes
did.
Sleevy came up with the idea. It's fucking great. Shout out to Sleevy, you mouth breathing idiot. You won't come on the pod, you son of a bitch.
We told him no.
We're gonna get him on.
Oh,
we're
we'll
gonna
get him
no
on.
camera. We'll just, you know,
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah,
like you.
he's gonna be the voiceless face like
we
me.
could put him over there,
Yeah.
and he won't even have to be in here. He
Yeah,
could just,
exactly.
he could
I'll
just,
put him over
yeah,
there.
He could have him. Yeah,
I'll put a camera and it'll be. Oh no, it's gonna
Hey,
be great.
but you
And then
gotta
I'm gonna
set up
put
a
a
secret
durian in
camera.
there and I'm gonna smash it so it smells like shit in there.
yeah. Just tell him that that's your fucking aspirin stinks, dude.
This is what you get.
All right, fellas. God damn, I love this shit. Appreciate every one of you guys. Fucking rock on.
Thank you, guys.
Fucking later.